What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We have a new bracketology that came out this morning, so we're going to be checking out everything. We're going to see what's changed since the last time we've done this. And before we get started, be sure to subscribe because we are on the road to 500 subscribers. So let's get straight into this. And first, let's start off with the bracket watch. Top overall seed this week is Purdue. I'm pretty sure that's what it was last week as well. First team out, Villanova. Okay, they were in it pretty well last week. So I'm honestly surprised to see them here. And then St. John's is the last team in. Okay. Oh, we have a new little thing here. Win and in. TCU and Oklahoma, Big 12 opening round. Both of them, if they win, they are in it. Okay. Mississippi State, LSU, SEC. Okay, I don't really understand that too much. We'll just stick with what we normally do. On the bubble, here we go. Last four buys. Colorado State, Seton Hall, who's been moving up quite a bit. Seton Hall has TCU and then Mississippi State. Last four in, we have Indiana State, Virginia, who's been moving down quite a bit. Colorado and St. John's. First four out, we have Villanova, who was in it. I think they were like a 10 seed last week, so I'm surprised to see them here. But they're the first team out. Then New Mexico, who was also in it. Texas A&M and Iowa, they were both out. And Wake Forest, who was, I think they were last four buys last week. So they must have lost a couple of games to get them down to the next four out. Then we have Pitt, another ACC team, Providence, and Memphis. Okay. Now, before we get to the main bracket, let's look at the play-in games here. We have Norfolk State and Grambling State. Those are the 16 seeds. Those don't matter too much. They're pretty much just teams that are expected to win their conference tournaments. Then these games are really important because these are actually really good teams. Indiana State and Colorado. For this one, I'm going to have to pick Colorado for sure. Indiana State's been moving down. Colorado is in the bracket for the first time this week, so that's interesting to see. So is Merrimack and Longwood, who's now predicted to win their conference tournaments. And then we have Virginia and St. John's. Got to pick Virginia in that one. Best defense in the country. Now let's get straight into the normal bracket once it loads in here. All right, starting up here in the Midwest, Detroit. And have Purdue, Norfolk State, Grambling State. Once again, with these 1 versus 16 seeds, it's pretty much guaranteed to be the 1 seed, but there is a small chance the 16 seed upsets them, but it very rarely ever happens. Texas, Florida Atlantic, very good game here. I would like to see, honestly, this will be a really close game, but I think Texas is the better team, so I think they'll end up winning it. Clemson, Richmond, this could be another solid game. Richmond is completely underrated in my opinion. They are very good. The reason they're only a 12 seed is because they have a very easy conference, which makes sense. But don't sleep on Richmond, but I do think Clemson should have this one. Alabama should take down Vermont pretty easily. You never know, though. Florida versus Indiana State and Colorado. I think if it's Indiana State, Florida should destroy them. But if Colorado is there, I think it should be a pretty close game. But I think either way, Florida is going to win. But I do think Colorado would put up a very good fight. Now we have Duke Toledo. Ooh, okay. Duke should definitely win this one. They are moving down a little bit. They just lost to Carolina in the best rivalry in all of basketball. So that hurt them a little bit. But Carolina is the best team in the ACC, so it kind of makes sense that they lost that. But Duke was right there with them, but now Carolina is up 2-0 on the season series there. So, but I do still think Duke should take down Toledo and probably Florida if they end up playing them, or Colorado, but you never know. That would put them in the Sweet 16 if they do win those two, which they are favored to win both of them. Now we move on to Omaha. We got Utah State, Seton Hall. I might actually pick Seton Hall in this one. I don't love Utah State. They're expected to win their conference tournament, but they are moving down, and I just feel like Seton Hall's been way hotter than them recently. Now we have Iowa State, Sam Houston. Iowa State should win this one. They've been one of the top schools all season long. They've been top 10 most of the year. Yeah, Iowa State should win that one. Now we move on to the West, the second division. We have Tennessee versus Merrimack or Longwood. Once again, these 1 versus 16 games should be the 1 seed every time. But I think the 16 seed has won like 3 or 4 times in the history of March Madness, which isn't that many, but that just shows you that it is possible, so you never know. Now we have Northwestern versus Oklahoma. I might actually pick Oklahoma in this one. I think these two teams, were matched up the last time we did March Madness, but I think it was in a different division. But I will pick Oklahoma in this one. Um, BYU James Madison, this is a good one. James Madison's been in and out of the top 25, but they are a 12 seed. I think BYU should win it, but don't sleep on James Madison. I think they'll put up a very good fight. Auburn, Samford should be Auburn pretty easily. Auburn's very hot right now. They're on like a winning streak of like 6 or 7. They have took down some really good teams. They'll definitely beat Samford, and if they play BYU, I think they will probably win that one as well, and that'll put them in the Sweet 16. All right, now we move on to Nevada, Grand Canyon. This is a really good game, actually. I don't think I can pick Grand Canyon in this one. I don't think they're quite as good of a team, but I do think it'll be a close game. Baylor, Oakland, it should be Baylor pretty easily on that one. Gonzaga, who's been moving up like crazy, taking on Drake. I just found out Drake has punched a ticket to March Madness. Their conference tournament ended quite a bit before all the other ones. Last night, Drake punched their ticket to March Madness with a 10 seed. So they're guaranteed to be in, Drake is. But I do think Gonzaga will beat them. Arizona, Montana. Arizona should win. And let's go back up to the top here for our East Division in Boston. We got UConn, Stetson. UConn will win that one for sure. Dayton, Michigan State. This is a good game. These 8 versus 9 games, they're probably going to be the best in the tournament, as they usually are. I think I'll pick Dayton here. I think they're in the top 25 right now. They're pretty good at the moment. South Carolina, South Florida. South Carolina will win this one for sure. Kansas and McNeese. Kansas has been on a bit of a downfall recently. I do think they are still a very good team. But recently, I feel like they moved down from a 2 seed, maybe even a 1 seed, to now a 4 seed. They've lost quite a few easy games. So I'm still going to pick them here. But if they play South Carolina, I might pick South Carolina, honestly. Kansas has not been very good recently. Wisconsin versus Virginia or St. John's. I think Virginia's going to win that one to play Wisconsin. And if they do, I honestly would not hate picking them over Wisconsin. I feel like Wisconsin's probably the better team, so I'll pick them. But I would not blame you if you did pick Virginia over them. Kentucky taking on Charleston. Charleston's expected to win their conference tournament. Kentucky will win this one for sure, though. They're very hot right now. I think there's a website that does grade all of the teams every week, and Kentucky got an A+ this week. So do not sleep on Kentucky. They could be a favorite to win the whole thing, honestly. It just depends if it falls in their favor. They'll take down Charleston for sure to go into the round of 32, though. Now we have Boise State, TCU. This is a good game. This is a really good game. TCU might have a good shot at it, but I think Boise State, especially since they're moving up, I think they'll win that one. North Carolina taking on Colgate. Colgate is expected to win their conference tournament. I saw they beat Bucknell yesterday, but only by 3 points. It was 68-65. So that doesn't show me too much good stuff about Colgate. But let's not beat around the bush here. North Carolina should absolutely destroy them. And North Carolina, honestly, they have a perfect path to at least the Elite Eight. If you look at it here, they'll beat Colgate. Then either one of these teams, if they play either one of them, which they will, I think no matter which team of those they are, they're going to crush them, probably. Then the winner out of all of these, Kentucky, is my guess who it's going to be. If it is Kentucky, then we have a very good blue battle game in the Sweet 16. North Carolina, Kentucky, that'll be a heck of a game. I will probably pick North Carolina in that one, not just because I'm a North Carolina fan. I feel like most people would agree we are the better team. I do like Kentucky, actually. They are very, very good. But then after that one, they would be in the Elite Eight if they win. And they would just play the best team out of these two. And it'll probably be UConn, so that'll be a tough game. We've got some good games that I think could happen this year. There is that division. Now we go to the South. Dallas. Houston should take down South Dakota State pretty easily. Now we have another very good game here. St. Mary's, Nebraska. Probably pick St. Mary's in this one. They are ranked at the moment. Nebraska, they've been hovering around that 9-10 seed mark. I think St. Mary's should win that one pretty easily, though. San Diego State versus Princeton. Don't sleep on Princeton. For sure, they're very good. They have a very good record. But they are in the Ivy League, so it's a lot easier for them to get a great record than it is for some of these other teams in Power 5 conferences. So I'll pick, but I think Princeton should put up a good fight. Then we have Illinois versus UC Irvine. I think Illinois should handle them pretty easily there, right? Yeah. Um, Washington State, Mississippi State. This is a good game, honestly. 6 versus 11, so you would expect the 6 seed to be a lot better. But in this case, I feel like they are the better team, but not by a lot. I will pick Washington State. They are in the top 25 right now. But Mississippi State, they could definitely pull off an upset here. If you're picking them in the bracket, I will not blame you. Creighton, Morehead State. Okay, good one here. Creighton should win that one for sure. Then we have Texas Tech, who people keep commenting on my videos nonstop saying, when you ranked all of the college basketball teams, you put Texas Tech on the bubble, and they've been hovering around the 7A seed the whole year. I realized that, guys. I made a mistake. You guys need to chill out. I got like 20 comments about that. You guys need to chill out. I now realize Texas Tech is a 7 seed. And to make it up to you guys, apparently I have a lot of Texas Tech fans that watch that video. To make it up to you guys, I will make you guys beat Colorado State. I will pick you guys over them. But guess what? You're going to lose to Marquette anyways, so it doesn't matter. Marquette, Quinnipiac. Marquette's one of the best teams in the league right now, for sure. Don't sleep on Marquette. They could win the whole thing. Marquette will beat Quinnipiac and play Texas Tech in the round of 32. That's a very good game, honestly. Now let's look at the conference breakdown real quick before we send you off. We got Big 12 with 9 teams in. That's kind of crazy. SEC got 7. Big East got 6. Big 10 got 5. ACC, I'm surprised to only see them here with 4. Big 10 got 5. Mountain West got 5. Pac-12 got 3 only, which is a little surprising. Let's see, American, all these teams with 2. Let's see, West Coast Conference, they've got 2. Probably be Gonzaga and Seton Hall, right? Would that be the other one? Atlantic 10 got 2. Missouri Valley got 2. And there you have it. That is another Bracketology down. If you all did enjoy this video, be sure to subscribe. I would really appreciate it. We're on the road to 500 subscribers, as I've been saying. It's really my dream to get monetized on this channel. So subscribe right now to help me get there. I will see you guys in the next one. Hope you have a great rest of your day. I'm going to keep God first, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.